Grace and peace. This is Malik, your addiction recovery coach, coming back at you, giving you the real in recovery. Today, I just wanted to play this video, and it just shows how important it is to get connected as you're looking to overcome your addiction and have the freedom that you've always desired.
Almost everything we think we know about addiction is wrong. You get a rat and you put it in a cage and you give it 2 water bottles. One is just water and the other is water laced with either heroin or cocaine. If you do that, the rat will almost always prefer the drugged water and almost always kill itself quite quickly. In the 70s, Professor Alexander comes along and he looks at this experiment and he noticed something. He said, we're putting the rat in an empty cage. It's got nothing to do except use these drugs. Let's try something a bit different. So Professor Alexander built a cage that he called Rat Park. They've got loads of cheese, they've got loads of coloured balls, they've got loads of tunnels. Crucially, they've got loads of friends. But here's the fascinating thing. In Rat Park, they don't like the drugged water. You go from almost 100% overdose when they're isolated to 0% overdose when they have happy and connected lives. What if addiction isn't about your chemical hooks? What if addiction is about your cage? What if addiction is an adaptation to your environment? Maybe we shouldn't even call it addiction. Maybe we should call it bonding. Human beings have a natural and innate need to bond. And when we're happy and healthy, we'll bond and connect with each other. But if you can't do that because you're traumatized or isolated or beaten down by life, you will bond with something that will give you some sense of relief. Now, that might be gambling, that might be pornography, that might be cocaine, that might be cannabis, but you will bond and connect with something because that's our nature. The opposite of addiction is not sobriety. The opposite of addiction is connection.
So as human beings, we need to be connected. We need to be connected to people. And as I always say, we need to be connected to God, because God is who created us. And in active addiction, we get to a place where we're just in so much pain and we're just trying to numb our pain. So what do? We isolate ourselves. What do? We continue to stay caught in this vicious cycle of trying to numb the pain. But as soon as the high wears off, or the alcohol wears off, or the gambling high wears off, we're right back trying to get that rush again. When the truth is, only God can fill that void, and He created us to be around people. So if this resonates with you, my starter guide talks exactly about this: how to connect with God. If you had a relationship with God and you're looking to rekindle that, to strengthen that relationship, it talks about how to do that. It talks about how to find your new support group, your new family, those that will help you, encourage you, those that are headed in the direction that you're headed in. So DM me or comment in the section below, comment in the chat, and I look forward to hearing from you. And let's do this together. Let's overcome addiction together, and let's start getting connected to the people that God has put in our lives to help us. God bless.